In this video we are going to learn about while and while loop. Previously we learned about for n. For n is normally used with known values, while normally we are using when count is not known beforehand. Now see here, print the numbers from any value to 10, increment by 3. In for loop we just gave 4, 1 to 10, whatever the range, 2 to 10, and it automatically increment and go. We no need to specifically mention, only if we need to customize the steps only we need to give steps 2, step 3 likewise. Now here numbers from any value to 10. Now here we are making number is equal to, then that 2 value will be taken here and compare it less than or equal to 10, because we need to go up to 10. So text window, right line, number is equal number plus 1. Now see, we need to make sure this, it won't automatically increment like in for loop, right? So it will print the first number because he is holding 2, then 2 plus 1 3, then again it go and check the condition 3 is less than or equal to 10, still it is matching, then it will print. Likewise up to 10 it will print. We need to clearly understand this logic, less than equal, right? That means even if become 10 the condition is matching, because it is saying less value or equal to 10. So 10 is equal to 10, so then finally the 10 also will printed here, then 10 plus 1 it become 11, then comes and check the condition, 11 is equal to 10, false, then it stop and print the result. Now when you are doing the practical, it is very simple one. First you run with these commands, then you remove this equal sign and run. It will only print up to 9, it won't take the 10 because equal sign is not there, always it take the lesser value. So that's a simple program, you can run it and see. Now we are moving to example 1. Write a program to input two numbers as lower limit and upper limit of the range and display the square and cube of a number between the ranges. This is like say you are taking the number 5, square of 5 is 25, cube of 5 is 125. So you will be providing the range, let's say 5 to 10, then the program should print what is the square value and the cube value of 5, what is the square value and cube value of 6, what is the square value and cube value of 7. Likewise it should continue up to 10, whatever the limit we provided here, right? Now we can see the coding, right? Enter the lower limit of range. So here I am purposely keeping a space, otherwise you can see without space, then as you enter the number it will enter here itself, not clear. So therefore purposely I am keeping a space here, even you can adjust that and see. Then text window, read number, right? Whatever the number you type, when it execute the next line it says read, so it will take that value and put it here to this variable. Now num1 is holding the lower value, then next line is executed, then say line by line only it will follow the sequential order when you run the program. Enter the upper limit of range, so whatever the value you put here for the upper limit, it will taken to the num2. Now num2 having upper limit, num1 having lower limit. Now we need to write a condition using while from lower limit to upper limit, then this condition is matching. While num1 less than or equal to num2, you continue the program. In for loop it will automatically increment, right? The step value 1 will be taken automatically, and it increase at a time 1. Incremental is provided 1, right? But here not automatically incremented, right? Here we need to make sure the num1 is increased by 1. That is the difference here, right? But in for loop, step 1 is automatically taken and incremented by 1. Then text window right, so leave a space here. Now here, even when you are typing this, here number, we leave few spaces here, then square, spaces, cube. Why? Whatever the number you input, it should come here. Then the result of square should printed here. Cube of the particular number should printed here. So therefore we need to leave few space here like this. Then while num1 less than or equal to num2, text window right, leave few space here, because this should come under this. Immediately if you say print num1, it will print somewhere here, right? Therefore we need to leave few space and type this. Here to leave the space, always we are making the plus, no, to add anything. So here after this you add this, it is holding a value here, so then under number, that num1 will be printed. Then soon after this you keep few space, because next thing should start from here. So therefore we are not using here write line. Write line mean we are instructing the program to, after this please start a new line. But write mean don't start a new line, use the same line. So after typing this, you have leaved here, right? We can leave a few spaces here, no? So then after those spaces only the next value will be printed. So again cursor will be staying here, right? Then next line again write num1 multiplied by num1, then the square value will be printed here. Let's say if you enter 5, here it will be 25. Then you are keeping here few spaces here, still we are using write. So after spaces please you start printing from here, right? It is given here, no? So then it will come to this line, still the cursor is here, because here we given write, not write line, right? Cursor is here. Then we are instructing the program, here you type num1 multiplied by num1 multiplied by num1, right? The cube value. But here we are issuing write line. Here you are telling write line. After typing this you move to new line. Why? After this we are going to take a new number, no? Num1 plus 1, right? It will go and check the condition. Again it will take that value, because already 5 is printed, then it will take 6 under this. Therefore here we are typing write line. That is the main difference. Write mean the same line. Still we are telling you please use the same line. Even if you go here you use the same line. After completing this only, this will be activated. Clear? Right, now we can see the output. I have already copied this code, right? You can see here. Here this is the code, right? Now I can run the program. Here this is the, now without this space, if you just write, what will happen? The cursor will stay here, then it is not much clear, right? Therefore purposely we need to leave one space there. So I will type here, okay, 5, enter, then enter the upper limit. Okay, I'll write 7. This is the main reason. After number, right, we need to leave space, square, then space, cube. Here also sometimes once you run the program, this may be come here somewhere, then we need to adjust according to that. We need to leave more space, and it should take to this, okay, the limit, this point. That's very clear. We use write, cursor right, start from here, then after space cursor is here, it will print this, then after this also cursor is staying here, then here only we are giving right line. You type this and go to new line. You type this and go to new line mean you start from here, right? Always not just getting the output, the algorithm should be very clear, right? You need to clearly understand how these values are taken, how these spaces are given, then only you can write new program, right? According to the output you can adjust it. If these are printed here, you know we need to leave few spaces, then you should understand the command clearly, then only you can leave space accordingly. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.